guys, thanks for being here with me. Welcome to another video. Today I'm gonna be experimenting with oil pastels. I've got these new ones that I bought recently. They're Van Gogh's oil pastels. They're the 60 pack. I don't know, but I think this is the bigger case for Van Gogh's. These are the colors. This is a medium that I love, but I never learned how to work with them properly. Well, I have oil pastels since ever, I guess. I bought these NeoPastels way back, way long ago, when I was a child. And I have these two boxes. They are different generations of NeoPastel, I guess, from Carand'Ache, but the content is exactly the same. It's a 12 color set. This one is the oldest, so I don't have all the colors. So I bought this one. They're exactly the same, only the boxes are different. And over the years I've been using this just like wax pencils, only softer, which is a characteristic that I loved about them, but I didn't know how to use it to make like an oil painting, and that's what I'll be attempting today. I got these oil painting sticks from Yoyoso that I bought for my daughter, for my younger daughter. These were really cheap, but they're not as good. But I'll be testing them, and I'll try to use them maybe for the backgrounds of the painting or something, because they're really cheap. That way I won't be wearing off my good ones. I've got these old ones also from Carand'Ache, but this is NeoColor 2 Aquarelle, which is more like a wax stick, not an oil pastel. But I really love them as well because they're really soft and really pigmented as well as these ones. So I've been using it for a long time. These ones are really old, as you can see. They're all broken up. I've used them a lot over the years. And I've got this new Van Gogh's. This doesn't belong here, but it's something I intend to use in my paintings. These are the colors. I've shown them closely to you in the intro of this video. I'll be swatching all these materials and getting the feel of it and trying to learn how to work with it. So I got my sketchbook here where I made some swatches. Here I tried all the 60 colors from the Van Gogh's. Okay, so I got the swatch here of just the color. Then I made this really beautiful chart, which is some of the colors and how they mix together. I really love this chart. This one I find really important to see how the different pigments blend together, creating new colors. I didn't try all the 60 colors to get the whole idea of the full palette I could achieve with these pastels. In here, well, first on the top, I made a test to see how Van Gogh's pastels worked over black paper. I've got this black line all across my pages, and I swatched all the colors on top of it. Some of them are really opaque, others not so much. Then in here I got Yoyoso colors. I didn't make much test with it. Maybe I'll test here how it performs over a black line. Yeah, I think that I'll do that now. Well, I noticed these were blurring too much, the black lines, so I've waited a little bit to let it dry, and now let's see if it works better, because my white turned all black. It mixed with the pigment of the black line, and I've got this dark gray. Then the black worked perfectly. The light blue again blurred the black line, so I guess now this will be fully dried, although this paper is not very good. I don't know if it has something to do with that as well, but I'll keep on swatching this. Oh, it's a little bit better, but it still smudges the black. This one smudges a lot more, and as you can see, these sticks leave a lot of dust behind, which bugs me a little bit. And the black even sticks here. I have to clean that up. The light colors are worse, but the main reason for this test was to see the transparency of the colors, and that I can see over the black. Some of the colors just disappear over the black, and I don't have space to put all of them, so I just tried this one, which is a dark color, and it covered perfectly the black. But in general, I can see that they don't cover at all. Only the brown and the black covered the black line. I'll show you in detail. And in here I swatched the Carand'Ache NeoPastel, and I'll make now the test over the black line. It covers very well because it's really creamy, as you can see. Not the black one. Here in the tail, you can see that the ones that didn't cover the line as good were the yellow and the light green. The other colors all covered pretty well without any effort. This is the swatch for Carand'Ache NeoColor 2 Aquarelle, and now I'm going to see how it performs over the black line. White. I guess this black line, it's not really steady. I mean, it blurs, and it's very well dried by now. And why didn't it blur up here? I guess it's because NeoPastels are more creamy and they just slide softly over the paper. These ones are not as creamy, so they get to scratch the paper a little bit, so they tend to move the pigment around, the black pigment. This paper is not very good as well. Maybe it has to do with that also. I had that same problem with the Yoyoso because they're not at all creamy. But this test is mainly to see the transparency of the colors, so I guess it will be good for that. I've got these two blacks here because, as you saw in the swatch, I had a few sticks in the wrong boxes. So I had here this one, which is a NeoColor. Even though it was bigger, I didn't know what it was at the time, so I swatched it here, and then I covered it with the black one. So here's the result. The light colors don't cover as well the black line, but the other ones I'm pretty happy with. And now I think I'm finally ready to start my painting. Here I am checking out my colors once more, finding my palette. I have a reference image that you can see here. It's a landscape. It has a lot of colors. It's kind of a sunset, but there's a lot of different colors in the image. So I want to blend the OIL pastels. I started out with my Van Goghs. Well, I don't know exactly, but I think I just used my Van Goghs for this first try. So I guess besides trying this kind of painting for the first time, I'm also testing my Van Goghs. Well, I can tell you now, I was loving this experience. The colors laid down really good, really softly on the paper. I could mix the tones and achieve the colors I wanted really easily. I could get to layer these pastels really easily also. I'm really pleased with this. kept on following my reference. I love the way the oil mixes and creates new colors. Here I used my stump. It's also something that I don't use very often, but I loved using it here for the smaller details. It's also a technique for blending the material and gives a slightly different effect than smudging one pastel over the other, as you can see. I was trying these techniques for the first time, so I was going back and forth with one technique, the other technique, and trying to get the effect I was hoping for. Well, and I must say that for my first time, I'm really happy with it. The colors I achieved aren't exactly the ones on the reference photo, but really I wanted to look more colorful. This was what I was aiming for, so I'm happy. And I kept on adding some details. I was trying to achieve realistic look, but in fact in the future that's not what I'm aiming to get out of this material. I'm trying to loosen up my drawing because I tend to be pursuing a realistic look quite often, and now I want to loosen up my drawings, my paintings. I love more expressive paintings, and that's why I wanted to try these materials again and explore it more. But this first try I went a little bit realistic to see if I could do it and what I thought about the material, how I felt about it. Like in every material, I usually start from the realistic look of things, and then I'll keep exploring that motive and trying to loosen up. So that's the path I'll be doing with this material as well. Let's see where it takes me. So now, I would love to know your opinion as well. What do you think about this painting? I hope you liked it. I loved making it, and I love the result. I'm really pleased with it. I loved it, like I told you, and I want to keep on exploring it. Hopefully, if you like it too, you can come along with me in my next videos, and probably you're gonna see more paintings with oil pastels around here. Well, I want to thank you for watching, and if you liked it, please give it a like, please give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my channel, and come back soon to see more creative stuff around here. I would love to have you here with me. Until then, stay safe. Bye bye.